This is why, as a collector, I don't really care for these Bissell power forces. Here's one I have ripped apart. I was going to actually maybe clean it up, but after this point, look at it in the motor. Look at everything that got into the motor. The motor sounds fine on this thing, but literally there's nothing left of this motor. This motor has no life left. It's rusted to shit. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't sound like a chainsaw. But if this were a customer vacuum, I'd be like, two options, my man. I can find a used motor, or I just replace it. Problem is these, everybody bought these fucking Bissell easy empty, no bags, rinsable filters, bagless clean view vacuum cleaners in the early 2000s, and nobody thought to look at the filters, because look right on here, easy empty dirt container. Nobody thought of this filter that you have to rinse out, tap out every time you're done vacuuming. This was a HEPA filter down here, completely caked in dirt. There's nothing really marking on this vacuum cleaner saying change HEPA filter, unless you look in the manual. Well, not many people do that. All you see on the front of here, pardon the dirt, but lock, unlock. Where do you see anything that says HEPA, except maybe right here, the HEPA media filter? That filter was shot. And then literally once you get down to, look at how much dirt I got on my carpet. Look at all this dirt. Like, literally, like, it's just disgusting. These things are really actually disgusting. Like, look at all this dirt that got into the motor. This motor is like done. I'm surprised it's not dead. But all this dirt inside of here. Like, everybody bought these cheap Bissell Clean View Easy Empty vacuum cleaners thinking they were so great, so great. No bags, no bags. Yeah, no bags, no bags. Like, but nobody thought to replace the filters, and that's why there's not many of these left. A lot of these usually dead. And as a true collector, do you really want to be working on something like this? No, it's not worth my time or labor. Once I got this thing ripped apart, I was hoping maybe the motor would have some life. I'm down to that motor, and it's like, this thing is not worth it. It is not worth it. That's why you get bagged vacuum cleaners. That's why all my vacuum cleaners, that one's a shakeout bag, but all my vacuum cleaners, bagged. Because I don't like taking care of the filters. Now I'm going to have to suck that up. Probably with one of the other vacuum cleaners. Probably bring the other Mila out here and suck it up with the other Mila. But let's look at this. Couple filters. Filter. So 3 filters you at least got to change. Now let's look at something more simple. Take this intuition. How about that? Everybody bought these cheap bagless vacuums thinking I'll save money. Look at the intuition now. Now if we can pop this open. Whoa, what is that? One little filter back here to protect the motor that you literally don't have to tap out every time you get done cleaning. Wow, look. Simple HEPA filter on the back. You could buy these in a pack. So simple. Very simple. And that was made about maybe around the same time, maybe a few years after, as those cheap Bissell vacuum cleaners. Take this Mila. What's simple bag right in there, and right back there, you probably won't see it, but right back there, a filter, one pre-motor filter. Whoa, So much harder. Look at this bagged vacuum. One HEPA filter every 6 months to a year. One pre-motor filter that usually is really just there for the bag in case the bag breaks. Maybe once a year with that thing. Or in my opinion, you never really have to worry about them unless you have the bag break. Yes, replace it right away. But most of the time, those pre-motor filters are literally there just to protect the motor. But why do you think they make something like this Clark commercial vacuum always just in bags? Look how much more simple this is. Pop the bag cover up, put a new bag in, replace the filter every 6 months. Compared to something like this, replace all these filters. Look at all this dirt. Thing is disgusting.